Rosie, you talked about the bounce back during the week. I mean, that was pretty an emphatic statement, I guess, of what this Crusaders side is like.
Yeah, the 66 is just good as the 0, isn't it? It was a pretty special effort. There's some great individual efforts. You know, like if Baden have scored that try, would have been 3 hat-tricks, which is sort of unheard of. Yeah, it was a special effort.
Could have been 90, could have been 100 the way they were playing. I mean, that was such the dominance they had.
Yeah, look, probably just as important as the score, we came off with a clean bill of health. You know, everyone's fresh. You know, just over a week's time, we've got some big decisions about our squad. You know, with Owen Franks coming back, Cody Taylor coming back as well. Yeah, so full squad coming into finals 1. It's good, but we're also aware of last week and how quickly it can change as well. So the Chiefs game was timely, and we made it timely for ourselves with our review last week.
In terms of those cross kicks, I mean, was that part of the pre-match sort of planning, or was that something that evolved during the game? You could see space and they got there.
Yeah, we knew they were going to give us a kick space, and we didn't take it last week against the Chiefs, and we did today. He executed it really well, and you know, when you've got the speed, and you've got someone like Sevu who can create so much, and just getting the ball quick as you can, it's the best way to do it. We kick pass.
Were you surprised that was your go-to? You know, throughout the match, they didn't do much to sort of stop you doing it. It just seemed like it was the gift that kept on giving in some ways.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. If the opportunity's here, you take it.
Razor, what's the plan during the bye week? Will the guys be off, or how are you going to take on?
Yeah, good question. Full week is off. Coaches will be on for parts of it, just so we're 100% for the Monday. It's our first full Monday for about 6 weeks, really, with all the travel to South Africa and obviously back in the Blues. We've taken a couple of Mondays off, so we've got a full week. We do a lot of our stuff, through WhatsApp, or the guys will log in and check what we're going to be doing the next week. So we'll hear the game with our planning and lineouts, etc. So full week up, reload week, really freshen up.
You spoke about those guys coming back, your full squad. You couldn't have timed it better then, really, could you, with the playoffs? With those guys?
Look, to win a championship, a lot's got to go right. Full squads, your full team, to give you every chance to go through in their final series, you need to have the opportunity to pick your best squad. If there isn't, who's next in. But going to stay in the finals, it's a special sort of a moment. Like, we've had a couple of guys out in the last few years, but timing's good.
I see Seta Tamani-Vali, was he around this week? Did he come?
The old Seta Tamani-Vali song came out. He's our Waisaki in the holo for us. It's a Waisaki in the holo, Seta Tamani-Vali. So it's a bit of a secondary song in it. It's not quite the same as original, but the energy that he brought us, the few years that he was here, and he misses us. There's a few moments, a lot of hugs, and he came and had lunch with us yesterday, so it was pretty special to have Seta back with us here, and Sevu put a show on for the Fijian brother.
I'm guessing if there was one thing tonight, would it be the line out that you weren't happy with?
A couple of scrums and a couple of line-outs didn't quite make the right call at the right time, and they're good. They're the best defensive team in the comp in the line-out, so it showed.
In terms of the name change, Razor, are you happy that there's been some progress on that and you can sort of park it a wee bit?
Yeah, look, I think Collins addressed it this afternoon pretty well, and look, I haven't had a chance to hear exactly what he said on it, but
come back here.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to what Collins said today. They've got nothing to add, sorry.
Return to Tim Perry tonight must be a fairly satisfying moment for you and...
Look, Tim to get a good 30 minutes, after, a pretty bad arm break, a decent arm break, and he's worked really hard and he's good physical condition, so we're really pleased for him, and he's come pretty well when he was on, and he ran around like the eager young fella, not a 30-year-old. It was good, great to have him back.
Scott, 80 minutes for Kieran Reid.
Yeah.
Is that part of the plan to get him back up to full ball?
Yeah, look, good question. For For Kieran, he needs rugby, as we
Yeah.
all know, and when he's playing 80 minutes, he's at his best. You'll see in the touch that he scored off the back of that scrum, what a pass, you know.
Yeah.
That sets him apart. There's no doubt that his ball skills are as good as a back, and he's pretty determined after last week as well. Cool.
Very good. Thanks, Rosie.
Thank you.
Razor.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot, guys. Oh, Scotty.